So let me discuss today a new chapter, agile development. It is a new era now in all the MNC companies. This process models is going to be using. Now, you please make sure these are the advanced models we added in SPC 19. These are all the models instead of the previous whatever we had discussed, like waterfall we have discussed and evolutionary models we have discussed. Under that, again, we have discussed both conventional, iterative, and we also discussed a little more about the unified process. Now, this agile model will be a emerging one in the industry. From the last couple of years, it is leading the industry. Now, have a glance of this agile development. As the style of software engineering, Pressman has the style. It talks about more about first of all why they are introducing that chapter. In that fashion, in that process, let me have a glance that what is it means agile, what actually it is. So agile ASC, agile software engineering, combines the philosophy. What type of philosophy it is going to be combining? What actually it is going to combining is philosophy and set of development guidelines. Here, the philosophy talks about in detail way of doing research is called as philosophy. Under a particular way, this development guidelines as well as is some sort of more detailed research will be combined in this ASC, Agile Software Engineering. The philosophy includes, this is going to be encouraging that it gives the customer satisfaction. If you observe carefully here, it encourages customer satisfaction and early increment delivery of software. Here, very important point you have to be note down that customer satisfaction, they are giving more priority. They are giving more priority for customer satisfaction and early increment delivery of software. Early increment in the sense, the meaning of early increment is whenever the customer needed the changes, maybe at the time of communication phase or at the time of the planning phase, at the time of modeling phase or deployment testing, whenever the customer needs, automatically with a fast way, it will deliver that software, deliver the product to the customer in the form of incremental. So we can call as any mobile coming in the market is like version 1, version 2, version 3, like this different versions they are going to be coming. Each version, why it is number of versions are coming is because of this agile model only. And small highly motivated project teams, they can easily motivated the small teams which they can do a small sort of efforts. With the help of small efforts, they can deliver the product. And with the help of informal methods, the third thing it is added in the philosophy is informal methods. Like we'll discuss in the requirement phase in the second unit, second chapter. We have a requirement phase. There we'll talk about the informal methods, like how we are going to be collecting all the requirements in the mathematical representation, and also a minimal software engineering work products. Minimal in the sense, if you observe carefully here, the minimum software engineering work products means basic requirements. With only basic requirement, with a fast way they will deliver to the customer, so that if they are interested, immediately they will start working on the next sort of module or next sort of the phase where they are going to be focused more. And the last is overall the development simplicity. Altogether, it will be have very simple simplicity. Why they are calling this very small modules they are developing and immediately they are releasing to the market, so that the new changes or any feedback from the customer easily incorporated into that one, they will send to the market again in the second increment. So this philosophy includes, first is the customer satisfaction, as well as second one, the increment delivery of software. Increment delivery of software means fast way they can deliver to the customer with any changes. For small project team also, it will be encouraging. Third one, the fourth one, it involves in the philosophy of agile development is formal methods. The fifth one, with the minimal the software engineering work products, we can, any project teams can develop. The last one is, it's a very simple, it's very simplicity, it will be do. So the last sixth one, so all 6 points will be combined together in this philosophy. The next is the second part. What I said, a ASC, Agile Software Engineering, combines what? First is philosophy, first one. The second one, it talks about development guidelines. So in the first one, in the philosophy, I have discussed this one. This is the first one, philosophy. What philosophy consisting? In the philosophy, what they are doing? All that 6 points. In the examination also, I request you, please, whatever I am saying you here, the points, if you write in the theoretical way, you will not get more score. I request you, please make sure you just elaborately as a bullet wise or hierarchy wise, as a some arrow mark wise, you please write down in the examination. Okay. The second part of this ASC is development guidelines. Now here the second part. The development guidelines, here the second part. The development guidelines stress delivery over analysis and design. So development guidelines will, the input for development guidelines is analysis and design. What the development phase is? Construction phase actually, right? So before that, what are the phases we have? Communication, planning, modeling, where we'll talk about analysis and design in these three phases. So it deliver over has how you discussed in the analysis part, how you discussed in the design part, overall this analysis and design, and active and continuous communication between developers and customers. So these are the different guidelines they are giving based on the inputs coming from analysis phase and design phase. This also have a communication between developers and customer. They will start developing, and with the respect to the requirement of the customer, they have some sort of development guidelines, so that more involvement of customer in the development phase as well. Because in the previous process models, only the customer involvement up to the analysis, maximum to maximum, a very less involvement in the design phase. Now the rest of the phases, the customer doesn't involve, right? So that's why if you are adding the involvement of the customer, how the customer requires, then it's a very easy, a fruitful product will be expected by the customer, right? Agree? So this is a what actually it is. The next is who does it. So as I said you, who does it, it means they can have a software engineers, as well as the first is software engineers, as I said you, different stakeholders involvement is there. Different stakeholder, project stakeholders, or maybe a manager, maybe the customers, maybe end users. So all together work in this agile team, right? Why it is important means, like it is focus on modern business environment, and it going to be have a fast pace. Fast paced means fastly it is releasing the changes, immediately they're going to be changed. Ever changing, ever changing is what? Always it is allows for changing, ever changing. So that's why it is more important. Why it is important means, first reason is fast paced, the second reason is ever changing. The next important point over here is a reasonable alternative to conventional software engineering. uh, Alternative in the sense, for conventional software engineering, alternative in the sense it is a replacement of this one, and it demonstrates delivery success here, delivery successful system quickly, that is fast. So very important word is quick. Agile nothing but quick change, change with quick, with fast. It is adopting the change and it is delivering to the customer. So that is another important point. So why it is important means, because it suitable for modern business environment. It gives fast paced as well as ever changing. The second important point here is, it is going to be deliver the successful system quickly. Now coming to the steps, what are the steps it is involving over here? What are the steps involving under this agile development is, it is same as the steps which you have discussed in the framework activities. What are the different activities we have discussed in the framework? One is communication, second one is planning, third one modeling, fourth one construction, fifth one development. This is last fifth one development. So in the same fashion, here also there is a minimal set of tasks that can be pushed the project team towards construction delivery. Little bit of more tasks can be added in all the phases. Other than that, all the phases of framework activities, all the activities which we have seen in the previous models, the same activities they are going to following. But only the small change here is, whatever the task will be involved in each activity, that will be little bit change. And here, what is the work product? How the work product look like is, the output of the agile model is, agile development is software increment. It delivers with a commitment date, the appropriate delivered to the customer on the appropriate commitment date. So that is our product. It is SAP. So that's a basic intro part for agile development. Now let me focus in agility. In this, what is agility in the context of SC? In the context of SC, what actually the agility talks about means, if you see, as per the Ever Jacobson in the 2002, they proposed the definition of agility become today's is a buzzword, and when describes a modern software process, everyone is agile. Everyone is agile means everyone is adopting the change day by day. All these 365 days in a year, 30 days or 31 days or in a month, 24 hours in a day will not in every hour, every day, every month will not be same as the previous one. Maybe some of the days will be repeated, right? Not in the same fashion. So that's why everyone is agile. Everyone is a agile. So an agile team is a nimble team in the sense ready to accept any change, to appropriate response to the changes. So change is what software development is very much about. So changes in the software can be built. This is the changes in the software being built, changes in the team members, changes because of the new technology, changes in all kinds of the impact on the product they build on the project that creates the product. Maybe because of development in the software, changes in the software, they can change because more team members, uh, very more skills persons is required, they will change the team members as part of the technology changes in the new era. With the help of that also they will be changed, or any impact on the product if the customer is not satisfied whatever the product they created. Based on that also it is possible for changes. So these are the different reasons why changes is required. Because of that many changes, the agile came into picture. Okay, if you see the graph of this one, it talks about the change cost. Now we are saying change, okay, but if you change the software, if you change frequently the software, what about the cost and time? So this is showing x-axis is the time, the y-axis is talks about cost. So this time and cost schedule means time. So it talks about, see the graph here, the three curves you are looking. See the shaded curve, it is called as idealized cost of change using the agile process. If you are making the changes frequently, this is one, changes frequently, the cost and time also increasing. See the, it is increasing when when you have idealized cost of change using agile process. If you see the pink color, cost of change using agile process. So only if you are focusing more on the cost, then see how it will be look like. Sorry, this is the first one. So this is first. See the cost when it is idealized. Idealized means there is no change in the agile process or in the software development. At the time, the cost and time will be either hyphens. This is the first one. The second part is change, cost of change using agile process. So this is the second one, cost of change using agile process. The third one talk about cost of change using conventional software process. Cost of changes, see the cost of changes, if you change this, if you are going to be changing in the conventional, see the cost how it is going to be increasing. If you see the changes in the agile process, the cost is, it is little bit of reducing here compare with the agile and conventional, right? So conventional and agile process, the cost is this much of variation. If you have no changes, this is the graph, dotted hyphens will be the normal, they don't have any changes. Okay, so that's about the agile, the intro part of this agile. If you have any doubts, please.